Hi, Year 5. Okay, so we're going to look at your next geography lesson, which is all to do with the layers of the rainforest. So first of all, we are going to start off with this little clip, okay, and then we'll have a little look more in depth, okay?
Rainforests are areas with many tall trees and high rainfall. Rainforests are full of life. In fact, over half of the world's species of plants and animals live in rainforests. Most tropical rainforests are found on or near the equator. For this reason, they're hot and very humid places. Rainforests have four main layers. The lowest layer is the forest floor. Because trees grow so close to one another, very little sunlight reaches the forest floor. It is estimated that only about 2% of the sunlight reaches this layer. For this reason, not many plants grow in this dark place. The forest floor is home to many of the larger rainforest animals. Depending on the rainforest, this could include jaguars, gorillas, tapirs, leopards, tigers, or elephants. The leaf litter that decays on the forest floor also makes it a perfect place for insects to live. Decomposers such as worms, bacteria, and fungi are hard at work on the forest floor, helping to release the nutrients trapped in the dead plant and animal matter back into the soil. The layer above the forest floor is called the understory. The understory also receives little light. Shrubs, bushes, and younger trees occupy this layer, many growing in small patches of light. Many climbing plants grow in the understory. Camouflage is particularly important for animals that live in this layer. Many animals that live in the understory rely on the humid and damp conditions to survive. Moving up from the understory, the next layer is the canopy. The canopy layer acts as a roof over the understory and forest floor. Many plants grow on the thick branches of the trees. Climbing plants wrap around them, creating a maze of leaves and branches. This layer blocks much of the sunlight from reaching the two layers beneath it. An abundance of leaves, fruits, seeds, and flowers grow here. For this reason, it is estimated that 70 to 90% of all the animals that live in rainforests live in the canopy. The canopy layer also provides protection to many animals from predators roaming about on the forest floor. Right at the very top is the emergent layer. Only the very tallest of the trees are found in this layer. Some trees can grow taller than 70 meters. The trees up here receive the most sunlight, but must deal with very high temperatures and often high winds. Some animals that live in the emergent layer include birds, bats, butterflies, and monkeys. While each layer has unique characteristics and species, it's important to remember that they're all connected in a number of ways. Each layer influences the others. Many animals move between the layers. EasyTeaching.net.
Okay, so having watched that now, there's a little bit more of an insight for you into the layers of the rainforest. Okay, so let's have a little look then. Okay, so now we're aware that the rainforest is made up of 4 different layers. Okay, just pause this video and see if you can recall what they were called. Let's see if you were listening to the video from before, and obviously if you can jot those down somewhere. Okay, let's have a look then. So we've got the emergent layer. So well done if you've got that one. We've got the canopy layer, we've got the understory layer, and we've got the forest floor layer. Right, let's have a look a bit more in depth about what the emergent layer looks like and what it's like there. Okay, so it's the top layer of the rainforest, so the very top. Okay, emergent to the tallest trees, growing up to 50 to 65 meters in height. So if you think of a meter stick that we have in school, 50 or 65 of those altogether would make those trees. So they're pretty tall. There are only 1 or 2 emergent trees in every acre of forest or acre with how much of it is, okay? Okay, only a few animals live on this layer. Okay, it's hot, wet, and windy. We heard that in the video, okay? They have to put up with high winds. Some of the animals that can be found in the emergent layer are bird-eating tarantulas, hummingbirds, and macaws. Okay, if you think of the film Rio, okay, the macaws in there. A bird-eating tarantula, not somewhere I'd want to be, definitely not. Okay, the canopy layer. Right, the canopy layer is located under the emergent layer, so that's the bit underneath it. Okay, the canopy is home to most of the animals and plants of the rainforest. So most of them, they live there, okay? Most of the plants can grow there. There's plenty of food and shelter in this layer. So if you think about the fact that the emergent layer has to deal with high winds, we go a bit lower, it's a bit more sheltered. Okay, red-eyed tree frogs, sloths, and toucans are some of the animals that live in the canopy layer. I know Mrs. Yates loves sloths, so she'd like to be in there. Right, the understory layer. Okay, so the understory layer is located beneath the canopy, so you can see we're starting to work our way down the forest, hence the 4 layers, okay? The understory does not get much sunlight. It's dark and humid there. Okay, have a little think about the word humid. Does anyone know what that means? Okay, so humid means it's like hot and sticky, okay? It's not somewhere you necessarily want to be. When we get that hot weather in England where people are like, oh, it's too hot, it's sticky, that's what they mean, okay? The understory is home to smaller animals, insects, and snakes. Some larger animals use the understory layer for hunting. So think about the predators and prey. Okay, so they may use this layer to find their food. Geckos, bats, and boa constrictors are some of the animals that make their home in the understory layer. So think about the types of animals they are and why that might be their home. Right, the forest floor layer. Okay, so the last layer of the rainforest is called the forest floor. This layer is dark, humid, and hot. Only 5% of the sunlight makes it to the forest floor. Okay, so have a little think. Why do you think only 5% of the sunlight makes it to the forest floor? Think about all those other layers, okay, that may potentially cause a blockage of the sun. Anteaters, jaguars, and scorpions are some of the animals that live in the forest floor layer. Okay, so some of the animals, we've had a little look already. Okay, the animals of the rainforest do not usually stay in only one layer. Okay, so obviously they move between the layers. Some animals can be found in different layers of the rainforest. Some animals may live in one layer and hunt in another. Okay, right. This is something. So where, for example, will the bird-eating tarantula go? Good, the emergent layer. What about the sloth? Think about Mrs. Yates. Where might the sloth be living? Well done, the canopy, good, okay. What about the gecko? Okay, where might that live? Well done, the understory. And then the anteater, where's that going to live? Well done, the forest floor, super. Right, your activity today is to write as much information as you can about each layer, okay? As always, please go back and watch this video again, pause it wherever you need to, okay? The video at the very beginning is very informative and will help you a lot with this worksheet, okay? Thanks very much, Year 5. Keep up the good work.